Good morning, amazing souls. I am so excited to be with you today. It's an amazing day today, and message for the day: be fierce. If you know me, you know that fierceness resides deep within my heart, deep within my bones, and is a very, very important part of my life. Being fierce, loving fiercely, showing up fiercely. So being fierce is a big part of my world, and just want to encourage you to do the same, to be fierce today. Guten Morgen, Catherine. So this morning I thought it would be really cool to touch on just a brief bit about meditation. And good morning, Jeff. Just a brief just a brief bit of why meditation is actually really, really important. There's a lot of forms of meditation. A lot. There's many different kinds that you can do. And they come from all over the world, from deep, deep in history, the practice of meditation. For me, and I thought it would be nice to bring some intention to this space, good morning, is awareness. It's called Vipassana. It comes from the East. But focusing on meditation for a specific purpose is important. We're not intended necessarily to just sit and do nothing. Part of the reason I use a bit of a guided form is so that it can help us bring awareness. Sometimes it's awareness to our body and what's happening with our body. Sometimes it's awareness with what's going on in our mind. And primarily, it's awareness with what's going on in your mind. This is what meditation, the specific meditation I do, is for. Our mind is going constantly. It's running programs. We have all kinds of thoughts coming in. In order to really be able to manifest and create in life the way we want, we have to learn to control this mechanism. We have to learn to become aware of how we operate. How does our mind work? What are the thoughts that are coming up? What are the programs running? And the only way to really do this is to stop or slow down enough to pay attention to how your mind is operating. And so in meditation, we take the time to do that. We slow down, we pay attention. We work at becoming deeply aware of how this operates. For me, and something I wanted to address, because I love feedback. So if you have feedback, please share any feedback you have about this. Every single day I will work as we continue through this time to, good morning, to make this the best that I can for you all. Some of the feedback that I was talking with someone was about noise around. Now I'm outside, and although I might be able to go to a different location, and I may do that at some point, to lessen the external noise, what I will tell you is that for me personally, I love the birds. You may not, and so I am sorry if you don't, because they will likely be singing through this entire thing. And then a few other distractions, airplanes, trains, and automobiles, may happen. What I would ask is that you just stay deeply connected and really work on tuning in. Still tuning in, maybe to hear me, and more importantly, to hear you. As I started this morning, the whole point to meditation is to develop our awareness, and it takes time. It takes practice. We got this monkey mind, and we've got this brain that has been so deeply programmed and conditioned, and that's what we're working with. That's the point, is to learn how to become aware of what's happening up here. So know that going into this meditation today, that your intention is to become aware, more keenly aware. We cannot change in our world what we are unaware of needs changing. We can't. So, and like I say, once you know, you can't unknow. Now, sometimes people intentionally forget, or they distract, or they avoid, or they stuff. But once you know, once you become aware, that is so powerful. And it is only as powerful as you choose to make it. So let's work today at elevating our awareness, becoming more deeply aware of how our mind operates and the thoughts that come in. If you pay close attention each and every day, you'll realize quite quickly the amount of negative thoughts that come in, the amount of thoughts that support a lack of belief in yourself. So let's work at changing that. And what better time than now? So I'm glad you are here today. If you didn't catch, I think most of you didn't, this is my message for today. It's be fierce. I love my morning mugs. They all remind me of something. So find a space where you can be uninterrupted. And just as I'm about to tell you, I'm going to do with my own. Turn your phone on violent. Don't turn your phone on violent. Turn your phone on silent. Turn your phone on silent. To turn the ringer off at least. Turn vibration off. Whatever that means for you. So that you can just be here right now. Just for a moment. And then you can go back to all the distracting things if you want. But you don't have to. But be here. Be present. Practice present moment awareness. It's important. It's important to be present wherever you are, as best as you can. So let's begin remembering that bringing breath in, opening up the body, filling the body with oxygen helps to engage the parasympathetic nervous system. We want to bring our stress levels down and our awareness up. So let's do that today. In whatever space you're in, hopefully an uninterrupted space. And stay focused in on what's happening up here for you. That is the entire intention of my guidance, is for you to become aware of what's coming up for you. So let's begin breathing, sitting in a comfortable position. Again, for me, I like to sit open palmed, just in a receptive position. I want you to sit however is comfortable for you, and it's best to sit upright. So you're allowed to expand your lungs and your diaphragm, as well as expand your heart, and as well as allow energy to flow all the way through. So breathing deeply in, expand in your diaphragm, that's your belly, all the way up to your chest, and exhaling. As best as you can, breathe deeply in for 4 seconds, and breathe out, exhale for 4 seconds. Fill your diaphragm, fill your lungs. Open your heart and exhale. Take this moment just focusing on your breathing. Breathe deeply in, expand, and exhale. Even now, notice, can you just focus in on your breath? What comes up? Breathe deeply in. Exhale. Breathing deeply in and exhale. Let's begin aligning our body and tuning in to what it tells us about what's going on in our mind. Begin at the top of your head. Notice if there's any tension, maybe headaches. Are you aware of irritation, frustration, anger? What is happening within your mind and your head? Breathe deeply in and let it go. Moving down, how is your jaw today? Is your jaw relaxed? Do you notice any tension in your jaw? Have you been clenching out of fear or frustration? Breathe deeply in and let it go. As you move down the body to your neck and your shoulders, breathe deeply in, letting go of the tension. What have you been carrying that you don't want to carry anymore? Are you trying to carry the world's problems? Are you trying to hold on to problems of your own? Are you worried about someone else's problems and trying to carry those? Don't. Breathe deeply in and let it go. As you move down the body, relax the arms. Release all of the tension from the arms. Breathe deeply in and let it go. How is your heart today? Check in with your chest. Is your chest tight? Are you worried? What would happen if you chose not to worry? What would happen if you let that go? What could you feel instead? Moving down the body, into the stomach. How is your stomach feeling? All of the organs, all of the things within that cavity. Are you nourishing your gut health? Is your stomach at ease because you have trust? Is there tension there? Is your stomach in knots? Breathe deeply in, releasing as you exhale what you no longer want. Moving down into your hips, your root chakra. Oftentimes we carry past pain here and trauma here. Is there a part of a story in your past that you are holding on to that is not serving you? Can you become aware? Maybe even let it go. Breathing deeply in, expanding your diaphragm, your chest. Fill your body with oxygen. Exhale, letting go. Moving down into the legs. Just relax these beautiful legs that carry us all day. Carry the weight of our physical body and the weight of our mental and emotional stress as well. Relax, breathe deeply in, and let go. We're going to extend our breath for a moment here. We're going to do a longer count breath. Do your best. Expand your diaphragm in your belly first, then allow air to float up as you expand your chest. We're going to do a 6-second breath count. Just focus on your breathing. I'll guide you through. Remember to breathe diaphragmatically, meaning breathe deeply into your belly, expand your chest. Let's flood the body with oxygen. Oxygen for our mind to focus. Breathing deeply in. And exhaling. Same count on the exhale. Breathing deeply in. And exhale. Breathe deeply in. Fill your body with oxygen. And exhale. We're going to do one more big deep breath in. Breathe deeply in. And exhale. As you return to normal breathing, be aware that you still breathe as deeply as you are able. Breathing deeply, expanding, allows the lungs to expand and stay healthy and open and full of oxygen. Fills the body with the food, oxygen that it needs to continue working. Today we're going to really tune in to our thoughts and what comes up. Today we're going to pay close attention to how we think, which creates how we feel. Utilizing each and every day emotions as teachers. When we focus today on what we want to create, on what we want to be, on how we want to show up, we will begin with the simple, today I will. What will you today? What will you be? What will you do? How will you show up? As you begin this statement, today I will, become aware of anything that disrupts your intentional, positive proclamation. Today I will. Maybe it's even challenging to decide. That's okay. What will you be today? Today I will be. What will you be to yourself today? Today I will be. What will you be for your family or those loved ones maybe that you are with through this challenging time? Today I will be. Just become aware of what arises. And what are you going to do today that aligns with you growing to become a better you? A better you means letting go of negative emotions. It means unprogramming what no longer works for our life. What are you going to do today? Today I will. What are you going to do for yourself? Today I will. What are you going to do to show up for others? Today I will. Just becoming aware of everything that comes up. There's no judgment here. Just be here. Today I will. What are you going to let go of today? What are you aware of that you need to let go of? Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's criticism. Maybe judgment. Maybe judgment of yourself, therefore judgment of others. Maybe you're aware of your judgment of others. Do you need to let go of expectations? Are you holding expectations of yourself or others that are unrealistic, that are not deeply important? What are you trying to control in your life that you would like to let go of? Breathe and release. Give your mind a moment. Learn. What are you afraid of right now? It's okay. We are all facing it. We're all feeling it at times. It's okay to feel it. Become aware of it. What are you afraid of? I have very real fears too. You must become aware in order to change. Now, for most of us, this fear is quite irrational. Unless there is a very real wild animal sitting in front of you threatening your life, most of our fears are not quite irrational. Most of them are past-based, or they have to do with the future. Can you maybe become aware of the truth that would allow you to minimize that fear, or diminish it, or even just make it smaller? What is the truth that would allow you to release some or all of that fear just right now? What is the truth? What is the truth that would allow you to release that fear? What will allow you to maintain that truth today? What will allow you to maintain that truth? It would minimize and reduce fear. What would allow you to hold on to that truth, to embody that truth? Let's choose that truth today. What truth will you choose today that will allow you to live more in alignment with who you know you are made to be? What truth will you choose today that will allow you to live more in alignment with who you are made to be. Very good. Let's breathe deeply in, at least a 6 count. Expand in your belly, expand in your chest. And exhale. Very good. Breathing deeply in. And letting go. 2 more. Breathe deeply in. And let go. Last breath, breathing deeply in. And let go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful breath work today. I don't know about you, but I already feel tons better. And so I'm so glad that you joined today. What I would love to do now is to encourage some connection. And I see you, glad you're breathing, friend. To encourage some connection. I'm so glad that we're all here. For everyone that is here, thank you. You are dialed into yourself, into that train maybe, and connecting with many others right now. And in connection, we create a very, very powerful energy, not only for ourselves, with intentional work, high faith, with intentional work, but also with many others. As I've said before, it's so important that we all connect intentionally. We have such an amazing opportunity in life right now. Yes, me too, Katie. I feel so much better when I'm here. Me too, deeply. I feel very connected to all of you. I feel you. I feel your love. I feel your work. I feel your effort to water your roots. Thank you, Faith. I see you. Thank you. Thank you for choosing to do that. So I'd love to open it up just as I did yesterday and as I will continue to do. You know, what is your heart feeling today? How are you doing today? Or what are you choosing to do with this free time you have? I would love to hear. What are some of the things that maybe are different than what you normally do, that you've been doing with this time? And how are you passing the time? I know that my partner, who is inside, I think, doing this meditation, maybe, I think. And I know that we've been a lot more silly. It's funny just being around one another. Very playful. And that's been really fun. But what are you doing to pass the time? What are you doing that's different? I'm playing a lot more music as well. I have been sitting at my piano a ton. I've been playing my drums. I've been working on music, and that has felt really, really good. I've been reading more, listening to audiobooks more. So many things that are just filling my soul right now. And I think that's really important for all of us, especially since left empty, what we tend to fill ourselves with is a lot of worry and fear. I find a balance in doing some learning about what's happening in our world right now and what disease is going on. But I also, another great meditation. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for being here, sir. It was really, really good to have you. I appreciate you. But yeah, I feel so much better filling my time, my space, filling my mind and my body with what really serves and helps me in this time. What are you doing? Looks like nobody's doing anything to fill the time. So for me, it's been a huge help. I'm still connecting with people. As I've said before, remember to reach out to your single friends who maybe are not. Stacy says, I love feeling connected to all of you. I love that too. I love that feeling of everybody being connected as well. It feels really good to be connected to so many people at once. Faith says, I've started putting together a container garden. That is awesome. I have another somebody who needs to start gardening soon. Wink, wink, nod, nod. I know you're on here, or you were, who's going to be gardening soon. And that is amazing. I love it. I'd love to start gardening too. Maybe not as much as you, Faith, but maybe you can tell me how that goes. I would love to learn a bit more about it. There's something about planting life that feels really good. Katie says music, baking, going on longer walks. Yeah, me too. Getting outside every day, listening to more music, baking. Are you giving away your baking, Katie? Send some this way. I love it. So hi Steve, I see you. What I asked everybody is, what are you doing? We've wrapped up our meditation, but what are you doing to pass this time right now? What are you doing more of that's helpful during this time? Instead of choosing fear. Yes, Katie's gonna send me baking. I'm so excited. Paul, reading more, connecting more with people on the phone and FaceTime, doing less driving, still hiking and walking. Yes, I love it. Find some books, y'all. Let's better ourselves. This is such a gift, this time of quiet, of turning inward. Most of us don't get this slowdown. I'm telling you, it's one of the biggest gifts that we can have right now, is to use this time really wisely while we have it. It's really, really incredible. It's interesting how when we slow down, we actually look for other ways to connect. I was talking with a good friend the other day, and we were sharing how there's moments where in this, Jeff, smoking more weed and working in the garden. Right on, brother. Hey, if that helps, if that's keeping you calm, if that's keeping you grounded and focused, dialed in, and gardening, yes, gardening is nice. Getting outside is so good, y'all. But we have a huge opportunity in this time to really make more of ourselves. We have a huge opportunity to slow down and do all of the things that we all say, oh, if I had more time, I would. What? What would you? Do that. Do that if it's good for you. I know the temptation is going to be to do things to avoid. And it's okay to spend a little time doing silly things or senseless things. But I think that, let me see the laughing faces. But I think that it's really important, and this is why staying connected is important. What are we doing to nourish so that we're not tuning out? Don't tune out right now. Months from now, when we're past the peak, hopefully, of this thing, what are you going to look back and say, man, that was some of the best time in my life? Because of what? Because of what? I know for me, it's allowing me to really pay attention to myself, my thoughts, my inner workings, so much more. So, all right, so just for the sake of not holding you all hostage in here for all morning, although I would love to stay on here and connect with you all day, I would also love for you to all go do more and more of these things that are filling you right now. So I hope you take today, I hope you take some of the awareness that came up for you in your meditation today, and I hope you do something different today with that. And even if something different is pondering a bit about what it is, fantastic. But let's use this time now to nurture ourselves, to water our roots more. And lastly, stay tuned. I'm going to be releasing some things today. I can't wait. I love you all so much. I'm so deeply grateful you jumped on this morning. I'm happy to spend time with you. And if there's any way I can support you or help you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Let's share this. Let's get as many people connected and dialed in each morning. Let's create a big movement. Thank you, Merritt. Much love, Katie. Oh, and ice baths. Keep doing ice baths. Good job, Paul. I love you all so, so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Have a beautiful day. And of course, lastly, and most importantly, know your worth.